So guys, we often think about yin as being a lovely practice for the evening because it's calming and settling, but it's actually a really lovely practice to use in the morning as well. There's something about stopping and grounding and connecting before you begin the day that can just make your whole day go differently. We're going to start your day with good habits, softening the body, softening our attitude before we walk out into the world. And at the same time, these postures can be invigorating when they're done in the right way. So I look forward to showing you how to incorporate yin into your morning routine. Grab yourself a couple of cushions before you begin, maybe just what you've got on the bed if you're doing this next to bed, or a couple of cushions off the sofa is fine. If you do have a little blanket handy, that can come in as a nice little prop sometimes as well, but if you don't have that, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to come into a seated position just for a moment. You can sit up onto a cushion if you want to, which can take pressure off the hips and knees, and we're just here for a minute, so not very long. If you prefer to lay back for a moment, that's fine by me. Before we begin any practice, we always need to take a few moments to settle in and to arrive. So maybe a nice tall spine at the moment, but soft in the face, soft in the shoulders. The eyes close. Even the muscles around the eyes begin to soften and across the forehead. We can sit up tall and we can be active without being tense. Soften the jaw, the tongue, the throat. Breathing in and out through the nose if you can, if that's comfortable for you. And just begin to release any tension that doesn't need to be there. Any gripping. Maybe sit up a little taller, but then soften a little more. Relax around your breath. Allow your breath to begin to drop down into your belly. So that means as you breathe in, your belly will rise. As you breathe out, your belly will fall. It's nothing too abrupt or strained. It's a gentle rise and fall in the belly as we breathe. Breathing down into the belly is a good way to allow the body to remain calm and settled. And it's a good way to ground. Now, we'll take a few invigorating, deeper breaths together. So breathing in through your nose, I want you to breathe nice and slowly all the way up to the very top. Get to the very top and hold. And out through the mouth, all the way down to the end. Again, this time let that belly rise first. And then chest expands. Hold at the top. And out through the mouth. One more together now. Deep breath in through the nose. Holding at the top. And out through the mouth. Back to normal breathing. So by that I just mean relax. Let your breath be effortless and free. Soften a little bit more as you breathed there, maybe a little bit of tension crept in. And before we begin, connect with your body. Start to notice there's a feeling of your body there. Say hello. Feel the feeling of all of the different parts of your body. And start to become very, very aware, like you have a map in your head of, or in your awareness of all of the different parts of your body. You can feel them all there. The longer you sit, the more aware you become of the feeling of the body. That gets louder if you don't kind of jump off to something else in your mind, if you just stay there, feeling, noticing. And we are ready to begin our practice. So opening the eyes gradually, coming back into the room. Deep breaths whenever you need them. And we're going to come into a reclined butterfly. This is a very open, receptive posture. So a nice one to start to wake us and open us up for the day. Our cushions can be stacked one or two behind us. Mine are quite long. Yours might be more square, or you might have cushions on this side. Just go for whatever feels the best. Can't get it wrong. Okay, so feet come onto the floor, soles of the feet onto the floor. And walking the hands back nice and slowly. Letting your head drop back to the floor. Bringing the feet close in, letting the knees fall out to the sides and the soles of the feet meet. The thighs relax and we allow the knees to drop towards the floor. Or if this is too strenuous for the thighs and the hips, we have options. You could, if you've got two more pillows or cushions, get them, or even yoga blocks, get them under the thighs so there's some support there. If you don't, and this is getting way too harsh for the hips, your option is to take the knees back to center, feet to the floor, gently rest the knees together as the feet part a little, and just let this be a back bend. So let's take an option with the arms. You may want to take the arms out to the side. Just raise them up a little bit away from the body, and that might be enough. But you'll find that as you bring your arms further and further up, the more opening you get through the chest. Some people like to have their arms kind of quite high up and out, depending on your body and where it's comfortable. Some even like to tuck their hands behind the back of their head. So find your version. We're looking for a gentle edge in yin, and this is first thing in the morning, so the body will be more stiff and maybe we'll need a more gentle posture. So maybe we just go for one cushion. You could have no cushions. Breathing through the nose. Usually I'd say to close the eyes, and you can do if you want to, but if you find that you're nodding off and you want to try and bring yourself around, by all means open the eyes. Just try not to look around the room and let your gaze wander around. Just try to pick a point and just let your gaze soften and rest in that point. Breathing in and out through the nose, down into the belly. Let your breath be just a little bit longer and just a little bit deeper. softening into this posture. Yin is a passive practice. So each time that you breathe out, allow your body to let go. Face is soft. Chest, shoulders, arms, hands. Scan around, noticing each area of the body, and invite your body to let go as you breathe out. Connecting with the body before we begin so that we don't carry our negative or bad habits that we have into our day. You might tend to be someone who furrows their brow, clenches their jaw. We can get to the body first thing and check in and just start to soften some of that gripping, tension, stress. And you'll find that will have repercussions throughout the day. So taking a moment to do nothing before you begin so that you can arrive with yourself. So just spend your time here in the rest of this posture, just letting your attention drift around the body. Breathing out, letting go. Breathing out, letting go. If it gets too much for the arms, you can change their position. Same with the legs. So nothing strenuous or shocking to the body first thing. A gentle, nurturing, nourishing edge. Last few breaths here. Where in your body is ready to release and let go that hasn't already. Soften around the breath, let the breath continue to drop down into your belly. And this belly breathing, by the way, is the best way for you to breathe as you move through your day. So this isn't just for the practice, this is for the rest of the day. Okay, so let's draw knees back into center slowly, take your time. And you can either come up by just pressing your hands into the floor and just coming straight up, or if you prefer, roll to the side, take a hand to the floor and make your way up slowly, slowly. You will need to move slow after this one. And it's okay if you're new to Yin. If you do feel very stiff and fragile, that's normal. Sit back onto your hands and drop your knees from side to side a few times. Soften the shoulders, soften the face, just releasing that habitual tension before you begin your day. Breathing through the nose, down into the belly, and enjoying just a little bit of movement. Okay folks, so we're going to go in the opposite direction now. So we were doing a back bend, we were opening up, now we're going to come in. So we're going to come into caterpillar. Simple but mighty in terms of postures, this one. So straight legs. We can adjust this with cushions, maybe one or two under the knees. The more you bend your legs, the more gentle this becomes. Now, I can fold quite far forwards, but first thing in the morning, I tend to have a bend in the legs because the back can be very stiff. It's just starting to wake up. So do take a gentle version if you need to. Okay, so these optional cushions will sit up nice and tall for a moment, lean forwards with that long spine, and then we're going to relax our way down into the posture. So nice and slow. Just letting the spine round, letting the head lower, letting your arms maybe relax up onto the legs or down either side. The more you relax your neck, the more your head will drop. As the weight of your head drops, it does feel more intense through the back of the body. So another option for you would be to support your upper body. So you could have cushions stacked on your lap to lean into. You could have one of each. Everyone's different, so you're all going to find your own version of this. Breathe a little deeper, release a little more. Connect with your body again. Don't avoid your body in your practice. Let your attention arrive with the feeling of your body. Start to feel into tissues and muscles, really getting a good feel for how your body is behaving and responding moment to moment in these postures. Gently, lovingly encouraging your body to be soft and relaxed, to let go as you breathe. What's happening internally as well. So as we check in here, we're not just checking in with the body. We will come face to face with how we're feeling and how we're speaking in our minds, which is a great thing first thing in the morning to do. And ask yourself, could you soften in any way? So if your attitude towards your body, towards yourself in this practice is harsh, unforgiving, impatient, tense, fearful, could we just shift our attitude towards something more patient, something that's soft, more kind, more allowing, something that ultimately is more loving before we begin our day. And don't try to control your feelings or control your body or mind. So we could be anxious, for example. Let's use that example. And we could allow that. The softening might be that we allow that anxiety to be there, that we don't judge it. We don't expect any more of ourselves. We just allow ourselves to be where we are. And we allow that to be okay. We allow that to be good enough. So this softening in attitude isn't about controlling. It's about allowing. A few more breaths here, letting your body soften just a little bit more into this posture. So nice and slowly rolling the spine back up to an upright position. Knees from side to side. You can look in the opposite direction and pause, giving yourself a bit of a twist. Take a deep breath. Those deeper breaths are going to wake things up. They're going to let things go. The breath in invigorates, it feeds. The breath out releases. One more posture. We will come into a seated twist. Okay, so option number one, we're going to take the right leg underneath, and then this left leg crosses over and on top. So we can take hold of the leg, and we're going to sit up nice and tall. Let the crown reach up towards the ceiling, taking your left hand behind you. You can rest onto your palm or your fingertips. Sit up nice and tall and let your body twist over the left shoulder. So find a way to take hold of this leg that's doing what it needs to do, but you're not tense and gripping, so as soft as you can be. Now the other option for this, if this is too much for the hips, too much for the knees, I want you to just simply take a cross-legged position, taking your right hand onto your left knee, taking your left hand behind you and crossing over that left shoulder in the same way, so it's not as strenuous for the lower body. And let these shoulders soften down away from the ears. So although we're sitting up nice and tall, the face is soft, the shoulders are soft. Breathing in, let yourself sit a little bit taller. Breathing out, get a little bit more soft. Breathing in and out through the nose. And what we can see here is a good balance between yin and yang, between activity, the lovely effect of sitting up tall, which lets us feel confident, awake. It has a lovely effect internally, but has a lovely effect on the spine as well. And then the complement of yin, softening the shoulders, softening the face, softening the hands, softening around the breath. We always need a balance between yin and yang. And as you move through your day to day, you will need a constant balance between activating and doing, and then knowing when to soften back, when to allow to be still. So just enjoy playing with the balance between yin and yang in this posture. Soften where you can as you breathe. Okay, so taking yourself back round to center, taking the legs out in front of you. One more time, knees from side to side. So we had the right leg underneath. This time we're going to go left leg underneath. And if you're doing that cross-legged option, you just cross your legs around to cross in on the other way. So right leg comes over, right foot grounds into the floor. Our left hand can take hold of the knee, our right hand can come behind us, and we will activate first a little bit of yang, up tall, crown towards the ceiling, and then soften those shoulders down, soften that face as you cross over your right shoulder. Breathing in a little bit taller, breathing out, we soften a little more. So this isn't a posture I have too often in a yin practice, just because it is that little bit more yang-like. So allow for the activity that's needed, but soften as much as you can around it. As you go out into your day today, you won't be able to be in positions or doing things where you can be totally soft. You will be active in your body doing things, so it's important that you learn to be active and soft, to have both. That's what we can really play around with in this posture. Breathing down into the belly, body continues to release old habitual tension. Just watching the breath come and go. And if you find yourself rushing forward, your attention, your mind is rushing forward, impatient to move on to the next thing, just gently draw your awareness back to the here and now. This is another good practice to put in first thing before you begin, to let yourself slow down and stop and be present, so that you don't spend your whole day with your attention in front of you, so that you more often today arrive in your moment. So we'll take a few more breaths here on this side. Taking the head and shoulders back to center, straightening the legs out in front of you. And this time just point and flex those toes back and forth, make some circles, maybe one way and the other. Let your shoulders have a few movements back, circles backwards, bring them up and back. And then forwards. Good stuff. Let your ear drop to your shoulder on either side. Breathe. Over to the other side. Come into a cross-legged position to finish. This is possibly our most important bit. So sit up onto your cushion. Long spine, soft shoulders, palms to the thighs or knees. Take a deep breath in. Hold at the top. And out. All the way down to the end. Deep breath in, barely breathing. Up to the top. Hold. And out. One more for luck. Deep breath in. And out, all the way down. Sit for just a moment here, breathing just normally, relaxed and free. Close the eyes, breathe through the nose. And I want you to take a moment now to set an intention for the rest of your day. Something that you want to achieve, something that you want to prioritize and make important today. Could be something small, like choosing nourishing food, choosing nourishing thoughts. What's important to you today? So today my intention is to choose loving, kind thoughts about myself more often, and about the people around me. So you can use my one if you want to. So hold that intention in your mind. And see that intention permeate throughout your day. Bring your palms together. Lower head to fingertips. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. And one last thing, take those arms up above you, deep breath in. Take the palms together, reach the palms up towards the ceiling. Big stretch through the whole of the body, waking things up just a little bit more, and release. And you are ready, guys, to go begin your day. I hope you have a very peaceful and happy day. And I hope that this yin session brings a different quality to how you might move through your day. And on that note, just know that the more you repeat this practice in the morning, the more you will notice the changes and the shifts throughout your day. So repetition is best. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you would like another video like this one, more morning practices, let me know in the comments below. And if you would like to stay up to date with my weekly videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell, and that way you will be notified when I launch a new video each week. Take care, guys. Namaste.